All right, all right. Okay, let me see. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay, you can hear me.
I hear
What's
you.
up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into Honeybee's Place. How's everybody doing? We got Quick Vic on the panel and Indie Mom, my sis, and we've got people coming into the chat. Let me say hello, hello. Let me change up my screen a little bit. Move this around. Hello, Super Spy's in the house. Hey, Super Spy. She's got company, she says, but she'll be back in a minute. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Hey, SG. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing me out, too. Dad, Bob, hey. Hey, hey, hey. So, how's everybody doing today? Vic, how are you? You doing good?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all right, too. I was sick the last 2 days. I just didn't feel good, and it's raining here. It's going to be raining well, it's been raining the last 3 or 4 days. It is going to keep raining. And it's humid. It is so humid. So,
Right. It's
yeah.
raining in a lot of states. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Really.
As he says, it's raining
Yeah.
there too. So,
A lot of places.
we're going to kind of catch up on some things and um, talk about a few things today. There's some things that have come to my attention. And, Vic, I try to practice this, sit back and, just don't partake or entertain. However, there's
I
just some
don't
things
respond to
that
any of
don't.
these fucking retards.
I
You
know
know
you
me.
don't. And you taught us better, but, however, there's a time I do believe where it's time to say, you know what, I'm just going to tell you what it is on this side. So, uh, no judgment. And, psychology says no matter how good you are, people will judge you according to their own insecurities. And I think that's true. We find that a lot in
Mm-hmm.
this community, judgment. And, uh, I don't really like to partake in that because I feel that everybody has their own walk. And I can't say what another feels just because of the words that come out of their mouth. Um, People can have a difference of opinion, and that's okay in this world because we're all unique. God made us individual. We're not robots. And, uh, until you stand in someone else's shoes or walk a mile in their shoes, you don't have a right. Really, no one has the right to judge, And if you're a good
Nope.
Christian, talking about me being a Christian or trying to attack my Christianity, then it does say in the Word of God, judge not lest you be judged by the measure that you partake in. So you know, we'll close the road there. Hey, Marker. Janelle is in the house. Hey, girl. So, yeah, we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to let some more people come in, and we're going to, talk about, sobriety and how sobriety looks for each individual, how it is a personal walk, not a group walk. And judgment is not very nice whenever you're going through that. I haven't sat over here and judged anybody, but yet our names, Honeybees and Any Mom, got brought up, and Janelle's name keeps getting brought up, and it's like, you know, sometimes you need to, sit back and listen to what you're saying. What are you saying? So we're going to cover some of those things today. Okay, Janelle, it's okay. So let me ask how everybody's doing. SG says it's raining there. Yeah, if someone is a G, then they see everybody else is a G, so that they can justify their cheating. Yeah. Well, that's the way judgment is, right? I mean, something, and I'm trying to wait until Any Mom comes up. She's taking care of something right now. And lots of stiff penetrating. Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm so sorry, SG. Gosh, I hate that. And I know the rain don't make it, the pressure in the air, because that messes with me too, but not to that. Yeah. Hey, sis. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey. Welcome,
yeah,
Mom. So,
can you hear me all right? I'm having trouble with my headphones.
I can hear you great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As you were.
So I was just trying to give like a little bit of an intro and talk about a few things like, how sobriety looks for each individual and what sobriety means, to you, to me, to Janelle. Um, I'm talking about covering judgment and how, there's really no place to judge in this community, right? Like, you can sit back and judge all you want, but usually that platter's going to land right back in your lap when you do that. And I've learned through the years that, just don't put yourself there. I don't know what anybody else has gone through, so I can't judge whether they're this or that. You know, uh, I can have an opinion about it, but that doesn't mean I'm judging. Now, when someone literally plasters our name on their community wall talking about us, uh, drinking a drink in October of 2025. And that just goes to show you that they went back into our stuff and was looking, which is okay. Everything's there for a reason. I don't delete stuff, right? I mean, I have deleted some stuff, or not deleted, but taken down some stuff. But all of our stories is there. If you want to get to know me, Any Mom, other people in my chat, see how long people have been with me and with Indie Mom and Quick Vic, and just take a look. I don't care. We've been going at it, not at it, but we've been going at doing lives for years,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only one for and that was drones, and wow, that brings me to. Let me look for something real quick. That brings me to. Let me look at this and go down. So someone sent me the other day, and it reminded me.
SG. I agree.
Let's see. Addiction
Addicted to
wouldn't have
oatmeal,
got so
I'd rather
far
have
if
a
the
margarita.
conversation. Well, me
Yo,
too,
that
SG,
that that
because right
CW
now.
that
What?
What?
CWC community don't even know what sobriety is for real.
No, they
They're
don't.
all on something. They're all on something. That's not
Yep.
sobriety. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I did the
And see, and that's
methadone. I did the Suboxone. I did all that shit, but I wasn't sober then.
yeah. Well,
But
and
you are
that's what
now.
I'm saying, dude. But you are now, and
Shit.
that's what I'm saying is that sobriety looks different for everybody. Okay,
Right.
if if you were to go out and use your drug of choice, okay, then that's a relapse. Hey, Carrie Ann B. OSG. She says I'm on cancer. But if you go out and listen, April, I'm sorry, Jesus.
Why
Andy
did you need to
mom,
say it?
Andy mom can tell her own story. She's been sober for years. Okay. I've known her for almost 5 years now. It's going on how long now?
It's going
Let's
on
see, we're
6 years,
now.
I believe.
Yeah. So anyway, however long it's been, we've been to, best friends. She's never relapsed. Okay. On her drug of choice. And number two, she doesn't really drink. So, and I don't either. And number one, I'm not in rehab, never have been. I'm not in recovery. Okay. I'm not in recovery. So I've never had an addiction to alcohol, drugs, or, whatever. Now I do have an addiction to cigarettes, and, I smoke marijuana, and I drink tea, and right now I'm coming off of sugar, so it's unsweet tea, and pretty soon it'll be off of caffeine, just a straight water. So that's my choice. I'm not going to judge you if you drink Coke or you're whatever. I don't care. Why do you care though that we had a drink at the Mexican restaurant and then we went back to the hotel and we decided to do a live? Now let me ask you a question, sis. If you were an addiction as far as an alcohol is concerned, I would have never ever proposed that we have a drink. First of all,
No.
right?
And I would
Second,
have never touched it.
right, and then second, uh, we're both grown women who can make our own decisions, and I never did think that it would be a relapse because that's not how I viewed it. But I had to come and ask you, just, how do you see that? Because, wow, she's bringing it up, but what the fuck?
I just
So,
personally don't associate pills or anything like that with alcohol. I just don't.
right.
That's just my opinion.
And my opinion is you did not relapse. We had one drink, a huge drink, but one drink, and we went back. And if we were addicts trying to hide, trying to get a, relapsing, why would we go live and do that? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, usually when you're in addiction, you hide things.
Right.
Not unless you're like my daddy, who from the time I was born, he drank until I was in my, 19, 20, when God, came into his life and delivered him literally from alcohol. Literally, he never drank again. And so, I've been around alcohol. My brother was an alcoholic, a drug addict. My stepfather was a drug addict, crackhead. I could go on and on. But I don't get into that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they did. It matters what I do today. And have you had a drink since October 2025?
No.
No. Okay, I haven't either. So therefore, I'm not an alcoholic. Now, I do feel, in my opinion, and these are just our opinions. This is not medical advice, people. Okay? This is our opinion. And, I saw their opinion. I saw many of people's opinions. And that's okay. It's okay to have your opinion. I'm not mad at anybody's opinion. However, I do feel it unnecessary to literally call us out like we did some huge thing wrong and judge us for it. Like, you consider it a relapse. Well, okay, but we don't. So that's where we stand on that. Right, sis?
Yeah, and at least she got a laugh out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
because our
we
lives
had a
was
great time.
hilarious. It was
We
hilarious.
had a great time. It was fucking funny. It was hilarious. We always have a great time. I do not see where anybody has, the right to try to put on my panties and wear them for a day. I just don't. And, whenever you can come and start paying my bills, then you can start judging me.
Right.
And when you're pointing a finger at me, then you got 3 more pointing back at you. So
I even said congratulations to her.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that she made the comment that the 2 people she was, referring to left comments. Well, I saw that Janelle and you had left a comment, and it's like, I didn't even leave a comment. I didn't even say nothing. I just sat back because this is their thing. They want us to be quiet. And then when you do get quiet, then some kind of piddle, little bitty dilly-dally comes out over here with the big nose trying to get all up in someone's business from October.
Yep.
Let's talk about today. Where are you in your sobriety today? That's how everyone in sobriety views it, 1 minute at a time. How do I know that? Because my son was an addict. Number 2, if people sit back and shut up, why do y'all keep going? Hey, Gregory, what's up? Why? Now, do you have that recording, sis?
I do.
Okay, great. Let's listen to some of that. Let me read out my Doomafitchy here. Disclaimer. I do not own the following audio video clips. However, I have altered them in compliance with the fair use guidelines. It is being used for commentary, educational purposes only. Opinions may vary. Okay? Okay?
She should be up here in about 5 minutes, maybe.
Okay, good.
All right.
Let me go through and read some of the chat because everybody's chatting. I hate missing that.
Okay, you go ahead and do that, and I'll wait to play this for a minute.
Addiction wouldn't have got so far if the format. Yep, that's true. Addicted to opium. Hey, Gary Ann.
Hi, everybody.
SG, I love you. You make me laugh all the time. Yes. Oh my gosh, SG. I can remember when was it, sis? Me and you were talking, just happened to be talking about. No, I was going through stuff one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the notebook
Yep.
with the
You
date
did.
in it of Tom Reed and all those women.
Mm-hmm.
And I had went through and watched every video, written down. I knew everything. And oh man, yeah, I had no clue he was having chats. Okay, so I moved on because he stopped like uploading, stuff, and so I just moved on. That happens so often, SG. I'm so sorry to hear that about your sister. My brother, he ended up having a heart attack. Um, and the coroner asked me, had he had, heart problems before? And I told him yes. And he said, well, that's one of the issues, that he never took care of it. He never took care of himself. Well, and that's kind of how I looked at it, SG, is she's mad because she couldn't have a drink and not relapse. But, that's not for everybody. And you can't put your standard for your life on everybody else and expect for it to fit. And then get mad when it doesn't and judge the people. I haven't sat and judged that woman. I know
My
nothing about that woman.
my
I don't.
opinion is, you might be able to go get a prescription for pain medicine and do just fine at taking it. I can't, or I
Me
Right,
neither.
couldn't.
right.
But I'm okay
Ain't
with
like
going
she
and
went and
having
did a
one
bag of
drink.
heroin.
Right. I'm okay with having one drink and being able to say I'm done
Mm-hmm.
and not thinking twice about it.
Right. But that's not every week, and it's not every day. You
No.
see what I'm saying? We did it. It was once
Yeah.
in a. I don't know. But first of all, I'm not in recovery, so to judge me for having a drink is silly, and it's silly to judge you for having a drink and call it a relapse, and in her mind, think you got to start over from day one. Well, what about her friend who didn't start over from day one when she supposedly had a relapse? So
On
what
her drug
about
of choice.
with her drug of choice? Yeah. And then what about Cray Cray, who's over there a drug addict, but yet she takes Xanax, and you know and we're gonna go more into that. We're leaning into that because, hey, Cray Cray, who's making fun of you? Well, you want to explain that,
Everybody's
Indy?
journey's different.
That's right, Vic. Everybody's journey is different. Let me play this thank you cheer.
Where the honey bees at? Where my bees at?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
All right. Thank you, Gregory. You're so sweet. That must be the AA rules. If they had one drink, they start over. Well, I do. Okay, that's the thing, Dad Bob, is that I do feel. Let me say this. My dad drank beer. He was addicted to beer. He was an alcoholic. Okay, he went many times in the rehab, and it did not work. And one drink would set him back. And in his mind, he would think, you know, it's only going to be one drink. But because he's addicted to it, he would keep drinking and then relapse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's a relapse to me, then. But like Indy said, let's say she was to go and have mouth work done, or sinuses done, like, or whatever kind of surgery, like what they gave TC when he had the tumor removed. I mean, you would not have been able to take those meds.
And if I would, then I would have taken them not directed, not
While
as
you're in
directed.
the hospital.
Right. And that would be a relapse, right?
Right.
Right. So, but a drink did the drink make you want to go get pills?
Absolutely not.
So to me, you can have a drink once a year and not relapse on pills of your drug of choice.
Right.
Okay. See, that's what I agree with that. So it's different for everybody. It is. It's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And right up here in the corner, I've got this little statement. It says, I don't care what people think of me. At least mosquitoes find me attractive. So I just want to let y'all know that because I've been getting eaten up by the mosquitoes this week. Some people do, Dad Bob, and look, I applaud them for that. If that's what's going to help you get through it, then
I've
do
done
that.
that too.
You know,
I've
Vic
done
has
that
done,
shit too.
yeah. Hmm.
That shit, it ain't for me though.
I know, SG. It is. That's the. That's I've tried to sit back and think why it was that such a big deal, and did what we do that day make anyone else want to go relapse on drugs or anything else? Because that would be for me the part that I would have a problem with. Never would I want anyone to say, well, honeybees and any mom had a drink, so I guess I can too. Well,
If you
no.
want to, go for it. I don't care. But
I mean, if you want to, that's you. But listen, what is your motive behind the question? Was to get 30 opinions to say we're in the wrong? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't care what they say. However, to me, hey, Janelle. Hey, girl.
And I didn't really get to listen because I had to finish running a few errands.
Oh, okay.
If you could give
No,
me the refresher.
yeah, well, right now I'm just talking about, I talked a little bit about judgment. Now we're talking about what sobriety looks like for each person and how you individually feel about sobriety, you yourself. And any mom was explaining how, if she was to have something like a surgery of some sort and they were to prescribe her pain pills, that the way she looks at it, she would not be able to take those pain pills, or else she would take them and then most likely relapse because that's her drug of choice, right?
Yeah,
But having a drink once a year, or less than that, really, sometimes,
or 2 years.
is or 2 years is a problem.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Like,
Definitely.
and my thing was, the last thing I said is if we did something to make someone else relapse, then I would have a big issue with that. But I don't think we did that. No
No.
one has
What up,
ever brought
Chris?
this up before. No one's ever brought that up before. What's up, Chris? My brother, what's up?
What up, Vic?
What up? Americano, run away from this community, bro. Get
Hey,
out while you can.
muy grande americano. Muy grande.
Vic's away.
So
Fucking people are
this
nuts.
this community is, well, I mean, I'm not really, I don't know, it's hard to say. The community is called CWC, Chosen One Community, and it's a long story. But my thing is to bring us up and directly, say stuff about us, and I'm glad you're up here, Janelle. We're going to play some things that were said last night. So
Okay.
let's go. Yeah, and we'll respond to that.
For educational purposes.
Who said?
Yes, this is for the audio and video clips. However, I've altered them in compliance with fair use guidelines. They are used for commentary and educational purposes only, and our opinions are our own. It's not medical advice.
Yep. It's only our opinion.
Right.
And always consult with the doctor.
I only saw bits and pieces. SG, I was so sick yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get to see it.
Who said something, Mel? You said somebody said, who said something?
Who do you think? Take a while again.
The one that said I lost my family over the internet? That goes to tell you how much that person knows.
Right. See, Dad, Bob, that's what I'm saying. Nobody knows
what anybody on the internet says.
No.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck either, but I do like to tell them the truth, because this is my channel, and this is my truth.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let my friends who they keep talking about, and me, be able to say something back. They want to know, so we're going to tell them.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
And SG, yes, I saw it and recorded it.
I was going to say, I actually fell asleep. I was talking to Jay on the phone, and I fell asleep again. Because all of a sudden, all I hear is, Janelle, are you and I'm like, oh. And I was like, no. I was like, but yes. And then, pretty much we were laughing, and she...
That's funny. It sounds like us and Vic on Discord. He's always falling asleep.
You get some sleep, but yeah, I was so tired.
Yeah.
But
okay,
anyway.
sis, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
You'll have to tell me if I need to turn it up or down.
Okay.
When Janelle first went live with me and Devin, she was only a few months sober. Literally. Maybe one.
Is it sped up?
No, I don't think so. It switched on me a minute ago. You want 1.25 or 1.5?
1.25.
Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
Which, whatever. You get a prescription, okay, but you don't even get a prescription. And I not to be judgy Janet over here, but at the same time, we'll say this, and this is for addicts in general.
Oh,
a
right.
lot of addicts start off from prescription pills. So how can you sit there and say, oh, well, if you're prescribed, it's okay. If you're an addict, you're an addict. Period. And then
I'm pausing it too.
Okay, so if you go back to the beginning, it was kind of breaking up.
Oh.
That's where she was saying something about the Ativan, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's that far yet.
Okay.
I'm already going back, so hang on.
Definitely heard that. I saw it.
You're going to hear it all over again.
I'm sorry, you guys, the phone turned off. Exactly, Alan. Exactly. When she first went live with Debbie, when Janelle first went live with me and Debbie, she was only a few months sober. Literally. Maybe one.
Why does that matter?
I don't know.
I mean, why are you even talking about someone else's sobriety? Janelle.
You started using.
I was commenting. Yeah. That's why I was like,
Oh, I see it now. I see. I'm sorry.
if I remember correctly, I was either 4, 5, or 6 months. Like I said, I'll have to do the math, but like you said, what does it matter and why is she judging my sobriety? I thought that she didn't like when people talked about others and sobriety is different for everyone.
Well,
Right?
that's why I chose today to come on and just have a live, because judgment doesn't look pretty on you.
And
You
not
know.
only, I would never go on a live stream telling any type of my personal business. If there were no business like that, there's no way I would go on a freaking live stream, even in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I do went on a live, I think, with Debbie once or twice, maybe. But I don't know. I think I was on KFC's panel more than anyone else's at that point in the beginning. But yeah, I don't understand that either. That's why I'm just like, yeah. I think shortly because we did hear this part.
Okay, so I'm going to answer Dad Bob's question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 12 years sober. Honeybees has never had a problem. But there was a post made by Ellen, and she was asking basically the definition of sobriety. So Janelle and I both responded to this post, and then she came back with the fact that Honeybees and I, when we met up in real life, we had a margarita, a rather large one, and we did a live when we got back to the hotel room. And we had a great time. But now it's being thrown up that I should have to start my sobriety date over again.
Yeah. And kind of for me, I had like a half of a Truly, like the tiny little cans of the like malt beverage or whatever, which isn't even that much like percentage. I had a few at dinner with my dad, and then like we were just kind of talking crap, and because I don't ever drink, like it was like hungry for the next 2 days, and I didn't literally have like a hard, but not really good, but like a malt type thing. But anyhow, I basically was just proving like you would know if I were drinking or fucked up because I got completely different. Like, and I wouldn't even be on here.
Well, I've talked to you long enough to know that you have a style and a cadence to the way you speak. And a lot of that has to do with culture and where you're, at. And you're kind of like a quiet person. You could, you're not really boisterous and loud.
Nope, and I always have to get told to speak up all the time, like because people like they say I speak really soft and quiet, and it's here.
And me, honey, when my kids would go out to play, I'd go out and be like, and holler their names. Everybody in the neighborhood knew me, and I can have a big mouth if I want to.
Yep.
But I had to learn. I had to learn that. Because as a child, that was quenched in me. I didn't have a voice. I didn't have that. And so now I don't let no one steal that from me. Now, my daddy did teach me, and my mother did too. You don't have to respond to everything, and sometimes no response is the response. And I do that a lot. I've done that a lot through my YouTube years.
Well, and we've even tried that here in the last week. But still got brought up.
Right.
Neither one of us have been anywhere
Yeah, no, you haven't.
No, I haven't commented on anything. Oh, I did. Let me take that back. I
After you were,
really, huh?
when was it that you commented?
I couldn't even tell you what day or anything, but it was on Elliot's channel, and she was talking about Tiffany's live or Tiffany's short that she did, and I put on there that she looked very pretty. She did a good job on her makeup.
Yeah.
That's the only place I've been to is when I was in Elliot's. And I happened to tell her, if she wanted to stop by to come over, we'd love to have her. But anyway, I even said in there, some things people are really good at. And my niece is really good at makeup and stuff. She does the, just gorgeous makeup. And, that was a great video. It's like, if you just do that and stop talking about people.
You need to queue up your video.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
America, no.
Okay, let me go in.
Thank you, Americano.
We appreciate that.
Hold on.
I knew you didn't see it. I was trying to get you to see it.
I'm outside smoking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. And I can't see the chat on my phone. It's weird. You can't see the chat. Like, I don't know.
Yes. The answer to your question is yes, they are in recovery themselves.
Yeah. Understand. Remember, I feel claim that supposedly we or whoever we is picked apart their sobriety, but they turn around and are trying to pick apart other people's. Because here's my thoughts on sobriety or whatever. Like, to me, it's when I have a problem, I wouldn't be working. I certainly wouldn't be where I'm right now. I would be living up in Battle Creek somewhere, and y'all would never hear from me ever. Like, I would not be on here anymore. That's how we would know. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And
let me play this real quick, y'all. Hold on.
I just think, for me, alcohol is something. I was more thinking in that comment, if you basically meaning an occasional beverage.
What up, Angel?
Is not okay if you're sitting there drinking every freaking day and you gotta have it. Then yes,
that is not okay. I mean, I'm not judging you if you do. However, I've seen it all my life, and that's not something I would do personally. Just me. I've never liked alcohol, never liked beer. I don't care for beer at all. No. Let me play this. Thank you.
Okay.
Where the honey bees at? Where my bees at?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
What's up, Munchie?
Why is she pushing technical? Hey, Angel.
Hey, Angel. Hey, Munchie.
Hey, Munchie, my sweet Munchie. Muy grande. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, you ready? We can
Yep.
go. All right.
If you get a prescription, okay, but you don't even get a prescription. And hey, not to be judgy Janet over here, but at the same time, I will say this, and this is for addicts in general. A lot of addicts start off their abuse from prescription pills. So how can you sit there and say, oh, well, if they're prescribed, it's okay. You're an addict, you're an addict. Period.
Okay, let me say something about that.
Thank you, Munchie.
What? I can't see it. Munchie! Oh, here comes the song, baby.
Where the honey bees at? Where my bees at?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Good question.
So,
Vinny.
yeah. Exactly, SG. Why does she have so many prescription pills all over her place? And I'm going to say something about that. You know, there are people who are on Suboxone who take Xanax or Valium or Klonopin.
That's
A
a
lot
no
of
bueno.
times, and for some people that do not have high anxiety issues or bipolar disorder or things of that nature don't need that. But some patients may need that. And a lot of times that prescription will come, like a PRN, like use as needed, not an everyday thing. And some people might get it every day because of their high anxiety. But yes, it's prescribed, but it is, again, up to them whether they're going to remain sober in taking that medicine.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? If you take that medicine correctly, as needed, and you're not taking 3 or 4 at a time the way people usually abuse pills, because she's right, pain pills. Prescription pills, pain pills, have led to a lot of opioid use, but that is not all for everybody. That is not a complete statement for everybody's sobriety. It's just not.
That's where I was getting with my comment.
Hey, Vinny.
And make sure you at least don't judge. Not for smoking rocks. Just pay your bills and show up and manage your life properly. That's what I was getting at too. If you can manage your life and do what you need to do throughout your life, and you're not, like I said, with the drinking, you can't drink every day. It's just not, like, maybe one little glass of wine or a half glass of wine. I could see that, or one beer. I've seen people do that, and they don't have a problem and function normal. So
yes, but that's someone, I believe, who has maybe been sober for a really long time, and then they go into okay, and it's like maybe once a year they'll have it on their birthday only or something like that. But if you are an alcoholic, whether it's beer or liquor, then you unfortunately should not drink. Or yes, that could turn into a full relapse. Because I guess now the question is what do you view a relapse as? But anyway.
You ain't got nothing to do with how you hold your liquor. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Tim's back here telling nasty jokes.
I hear him. Yeah,
Did you hear
much.
him?
I mean, look, I get benzos prescribed to me for my anxiety disorder. But I only get prescribed, I've said this before, 15 a month. I could literally show the prescription. I have no reasons why. That's what my psychiatrist has put me on. And it's as needed. I do not take them every day, and I don't take multiple at one time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I run into a day where I am so anxious and my mind can't shut down, then yes, I will take a Valium. But it does not knock me out. It does not make me to where I cannot function. It doesn't make me feel drunk because it's a very low dose. And I would, first of all, for me even, I would never take Xanax.
Yeah, Xanax is bad.
It would not. I've taken Xanax one time in my life when I was prescribed Xanax, and it knocked me out.
What?
Okay. Like, I'm not talking about for a couple of hours, I'm talking about for a couple of days. And don't
Oh,
worry, my kids were taken care of, and it was a long time ago, so
yeah,
calm
but
down.
I've had that happen though in the beginning. I think when I very first took a Xanax, like years and years back, I had that. It wasn't like 2 days, but it was dang near like 18 hours I slept for in a row. So
Yeah.
you're
Now,
pay for them. That's why that is active addiction, Xanax. So that's
hmm
why Xanax is something you want nothing to do with.
yeah. I mean, it's heavily addictive. So, I mean, and then go ahead, sis, if you want to play that, and then we can get onto our topic.
And unless you're on maintenance medication, and if you are on mental health meds, it should be like Ativan, something like that. Not
Okay.
Klonopin, Xanax, fucking shit like that. You can't get off of because it's so fucking hard. You can get off of it, but it's dangerous as fuck, and most likely you won't, especially as an addict.
Okay.
Well, no promise you see. And you're like, wait, comparing like getting off it, like, wow, she has sunshine and roses and positivity.
Yeah,
Anyways.
that's real sobriety talk. Yeah, I would say that she needs to, Ativan is lorazepam, which is a benzodiazepine. Does she not realize that
Yes.
it's in the same family as what she just listed off?
I do.
Except,
Did we say the same thing, Vic? Apparently not.
right.
Yeah, it's apparently not.
Because
So
he doesn't think it is, apparently.
now it can be used for alcohol withdrawal symptoms, such as acute agitation, seizures, insomnia caused by stress or anxiety or a panic disorder. But it can also be used as an anesthetic, which I've had before several times when I've had my heart caths done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they gave me is Ativan, and it at a high dose it will knock you out. Now, they hardly ever prescribe here Ativan.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that gets
Yeah,
prescribed with
no, I don't
I
either.
don't either.
No.
Hey, Honda.
Hey, on the mommy.
Mm-hmm. This one gonna say hi? Hello. You must not be paying attention.
Now, see, I took Klonopin for years, but it was a long time ago, like when my mother died, and I think it was probably around the time I got on YouTube that I weaned myself off of them, and then talked to my psychiatrist about it. And now, if you heard me correctly, you do have to, be careful, and wean yourself off. You don't want to just stop.
Right.
That is my opinion and my suggestion, my opinion. But
Hey, I want to interrupt for a second.
go ahead, babe.
Vic fell off,
Okay. Oh,
but I also want to say congratulations to him.
yes.
27 months.
Yes. Let me put
And
that up
that
on
is
screen.
no maintenance, no anything. No alcohol, no pills, no nothing.
That's right. I
There?
am so proud of our brother. Yes, I am.
That is amazing.
I don't know, Mudgy. I didn't watch last night except for a few minutes. Hey, Marianne Hope. Oh my gosh, how are you, sweetheart?
So good to see you.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Yes, everybody wish Vic congratulations. I mean, he's done an amazing job, and I'm so proud of him. I can't say more because I'm just, I love you, man. I do. You're my brother.
He's a good guy, for real.
It's been a
Mm-hmm.
long road.
And I
Yep.
love he gives very good advice, too. He gives great advice.
Yep, he does.
Yep.
Not that we always listen.
It's different for him. He's a dude.
Yeah. But I just want to point out that, Ativan is, not, first of all, it's in the same category. Number one. And number two, again, why are you speaking on someone's sobriety that you are accusing and assuming? Because, that's all you can do at this point.
Yep.
Someone of taking benzos. And if you want to talk about somebody taking benzos, talk about me. I just got through telling you, handing it to you in your lap, that I take benzos. And guess what? Debbie does too. And guess what? A lot of other fucking people do too.
There's nothing wrong with having to take anxiety meds. Like, I don't like how
No.
they're villainized anxiety. It's sad. In my opinion,
Yeah.
for educational purposes only.
So then, if you want to keep playing it, baby, go ahead.
I love the roosters.
That's right, Dad. I mean, why are they so upset?
Ashley, who are you talking about? He was getting sexually abusive talking about her to begin with. Talking about who? Did I miss something? But yeah, talking about Janelle's daughter, that stuff. I never did any of that to Janelle, to any of them. Now, I confided in someone I thought was a friend and never would have. I just did not think that they were going to repeat things and twist it and do all the things that they did. But I never came on social media and said no nasty shit. The worst things that I've said, I feel bad for enough. Is just the parenting portion, and with the two people, I'm not going to even say their names, that I got really close with this last time, and I was really hurt by it, really triggered, so I said nasty things, man, and I regret them.
For a minute.
Yeah. So I guess, what I would say to that is, you want to say that people took what you said and twisted it. Well, that's what has been happening to us over here too. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, sometimes when you do shit to other people, that shit will happen back to you. I mean, that's just how it works. You treat people like shit, and you go and you do these things all this time, and you sitting here saying you're not going to bring us up, but you just bring us up.
Yeah.
You just bring us up. Why? Just do your makeup. Do your makeup.
I just think it's too hard to not mention.
Well, I mean, we haven't been on. We haven't said nothing.
No.
I mean, nothing. So, what do we have to do for her
Granted,
to?
she doesn't say anything bad, but why do you still need to bring us up? I mean, just drop it already.
Yeah, nobody needs to hear the story over again in a different way.
No.
It's like, well, you're already ahead, because it's like, how many times do we do for the last word? Good enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, Come on. I mean,
Take kindness for weakness, honey. Don't take people's kindness for weakness.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing, mental health. I have been taking care of my mental health since I was in my teens, okay? I'm 52. I try not to get offended when people are talking and being sensitive and talking about like anxiety medication, and even if you have a prescription for it, you're not sober. So am I not sober? Okay, then it's okay in my mind, because you know what? It helps me maintain my mental health,
I guess
which
the
is what
majority
I'm
isn't sober then, if we look at it that way, right?
right.
Because people are on either benzos or opioids or whatever. Like,
I take 2 meds for my mental health, 3 including Valium, and then I also have a couple of more. One of them is for uh, terrible nightmares. So I won't, and I don't even dream when I take it.
my brother takes something for that. I wonder if it's the same thing. We'll talk
But
privately about that. I'm just
yeah,
curious.
yeah. But I'm not ashamed to talk. Listen, if you want to talk about mental health, I'm great at it, because I've been a mental health patient and I've taken every medication that's out there.
Mhm.
And I mean, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
As
I
long
have
as you're
to take these meds to maintain my life.
and you're doing good today. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
yeah. And I do, my life as a child and some of my adulthood was so traumatic that when, me and Larry started, talking and everything, because we were friends first for a long time, we knew each other. And that was one of the things, I'm live, and that was one of the things that I would tell him. All I crave for me and my children are love, stability, and peace. I didn't even put money in there. Okay. So my whole life has been, you know, about being peaceful with people. Even in my ministry years, I mean, that's what I did. I taught the word of God. And I'm not saying that makes me out to be any better than anybody else. No, no. But I will say that being in the word of God the way I was for as many years as I was, and preaching it, teaching it, really is what I did, because that's what I like to do, is teach it. And understanding it and walking in it. And that's, even in this YouTube world, you can ask Indie Mom, this is how I handle things. It's always going to come back to my faith. Try to remain peaceful with people. I'm not up here trying to start anything. I'm just answering some shit. Right?
Yep.
I'm not going after nobody, harassing nobody, cussing anybody. I'm not doing none of that. So we can't be blamed for that.
You ready for me to play some more?
Yes.
Yep.
I really do. And it won't happen again. And I don't know what they say about me or whatever. I will never put myself in a situation where when I say, oh, well, I'm in a fucking state of mind, You do all this, you go in, you do this, you do that, you say this, you say that. So fuck you, I'm going to say this. But what about this? What about that? I shouldn't have done that. that makes me just as bad. And I was talking to a friend earlier, and I was explaining to her like that. Please, you guys, tell me if I'm wrong. So if okay, yeah, amen to that, Dash. So tell me if I'm wrong. If I get triggered and I say a bunch of shit back, and then as she says a bunch of shit to me, and I say a bunch of shit back, she says a bunch of shit to me, I know that what I'm saying is wrong. I know that I shouldn't be responding to anything. You know, I know that saying that stuff about those two people that I loved so much, still love, but just really hurt by, I know it's wrong, but they don't.
Okay.
What do we not see as wrong? What did you get from that? Because I don't know.
Yeah, no, play it one more time, could you? I'm confused with her
Yeah, give me
weirdness.
just a second.
Nope, you're good.
See, I hate when people talk in riddles.
That's what I'm saying. It was real hard this time.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
Get triggered, and I say a bunch of shit back, and then as she says a bunch of shit to me, and I say a bunch of shit back, she says a bunch of shit to me. I know that what I'm saying is wrong. I know that I shouldn't be responding to anything. You know, I know that saying that stuff about those two people that I love so much, still love, but just really hurt by. I know it's wrong, but they don't see the wrong. They think it's okay with them. They think that the things they're saying and how they're acting is totally and perfectly fine. No accountability whatsoever. So who's really in the wrong? Them or me? I know what I'm saying is wrong. Me.
Okay.
Because if a person mentally
It didn't pose.
So, wow. Okay, there's a little bit to there. First of all, why'd she bring SG up?
She does through most of the live.
Yeah.
I mean,
can't stop.
Why is she bringing SG up? I don't get it. I mean, you're talking about us, but you bring SG up.
Right.
This is how I get triggered, and I go back and forth with SG, and then they don't take accountability, meaning me and Indie Mom don't take accountability. Accountability for what? That we walked away because you would not stop. Right? I mean,
just like
what do we need to be accountable for is what I need to know. I didn't put out a video. I haven't done nothing.
She even said at the beginning of that statement that she got mad and talked shit, and then y'all responded, and then she's like, and then I responded, but then later on she tried to make it seem like, oh, she was just responding, but it's like, no, bitch, you clearly stated that you got mad and did the attack first.
Yeah.
And I know between all three of us, we've barely responded. This is
exactly because look, I got we could go live every day. I got ways to do all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I have every single live for like the last month.
I haven't done nothing. I haven't done anything. I did not put out a video. I haven't said nothing about her sobriety ever.
I don't know what she's like that about her.
No. I just, when I'm done, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I really am. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to. However, how do you know that you didn't hurt our feelings?
It did hurt my feelings, the things that she said. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
No, I agree, and that's why it's hard for me to apologize to her because a lot of the lies she said.
Well, I do that not expecting, but I do that to clear my own conscience that I've never done anything to this woman, but yet she came up so triggered and lashing out about personal things that she got wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
And I didn't do the video. How do we know? How do we know, Tiffany, that you didn't do the video or somebody on your side that edits really well? Because, honey, I don't know how to do that. So
No,
I'll
you
be
don't
right back.
want honeybees to edit.
Yeah, SG is right. She says because they want her to be isolated and that TH will fight with anyone who supports her. And
Well-
I can say that I've definitely been attacked more since I've been cordial or made it known I'm good with SG now. Not
I'm just
that
going to put this out there. I'll continue to support SG. I may not sit in the chat and speak about the things that we've discussed, you know, speaking on her children, her marriage, or whatever. But I will be there to support SG when I can.
Yeah, exactly. And nothing wrong with that. Why can't SG have support?
Right.
Everyone deserves, like, if she thinks she deserves support, why doesn't SG deserve support?
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Robert.
Everyone deserves to have a family to have someone. I don't care really who you are. Like, we need human interaction. That's the problem. Is a lot of these people are just online all the time, and then we're talking to AI like it's real. Like, oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah,
Creepy
like,
to-
what is up with that? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Creepy.
it's very wild. And yeah. I'll leave
You know,
it
I'm
at
glad
that.
people are saying that they're sticking with SG because I think it's the right choice.
No, I agree. Yep.
She's been through enough. You know, just you know, sometimes you have to be you know, just let it go. You know?
Yeah.
That's let it go. Shut up about it. Do your makeup.
Sometimes you have to be the bigger and better person and just ignore it.
And not only that, how do they
Right, Martini. Right.
know? We don't know that me and SG haven't talked and we haven't, or things
Hi,
haven't
Robert.
been apologized about behind the scenes. They don't know that. Why does it have to be? It's been public apology. I'm just saying, like, why can't you forgive and move on? What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I mean, I've let a lot of stuff go through the years on YouTube. A lot.
Well, I had to just put myself, I guess, in SG shoes as much as I could.
Yep.
Kind of what made me realize, like, wow, like, she is a very strong woman, because how can one woman go through, like, everything she's going through in real life, wise and all that, but not only that, like, all this on here. Like, it's
Well, and I can't sit back and be over here and not. And I just can't do that. I have to support FG. My heart. I mean, any mom literally texted me one morning or one afternoon. I can't remember when it was. I just know she texted me, and it was like we were thinking the same thing at the same time, which happens a lot.
Aw.
And I was like, as soon as I saw her text, and it had to do with SG, and I was like, yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the prayer. It was the prayer stream. What? Who? What? How did it happen, sis?
Mm.
Deb. Oh my God, Robert! Thank you so much.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
gosh!
much.
God bless honeybees. Bless your heart. Thank you. Let me play my song, baby.
Where the honeybees at? Where my bees at?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
Thank you,
Love
Robert.
you,
That was
man.
sweet.
And thank you for your service as always.
Well, thank you for your service for sure.
I'm sorry, honey. Um, you need to listen to that prayer stream or call me, SG, so I can, say some words over you and yeah.
Definitely. Hopefully you can get a little relief, SG. That sucks.
Yeah.
No, I honestly don't remember who said something about the prayer stream, but as soon as I saw the comment, I sent a text to Honeybees and I told her I felt like in my heart we needed to do something. And she immediately said yes. So we started getting a hold of people and putting out a link and getting everything organized.
Yeah. Yep. I even got my Bible out, and it says right beside me here, but I got it out, and I wanted people to be in faith when I just didn't want to do a prayer. Prayer to me is it's a conversation with God. You're coming to Him in need of something, and the Word says you have to have faith. And faith is believing, even though you don't see or feel it, but still believing. You know, and even my own son did that in his cancer journey, and he was very positive just throughout. But the second when he relapsed, uh, it was totally different. It was different. So
I'm sorry.
when you know that there's nothing to fight for, I don't know. He did the best he could, and I didn't leave his side. That's what I know. And I'm not going to leave SG's side.
Yeah.
So, not going to happen. So.
Yep, I agree with you.
You ready to play some more?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember a whole lot of what's here on.
Okay.
I was
didn't
so
hear it
tired.
Also. Yeah.
No? Okay, we'll just play till we're done.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with people's names. I don't care whose name they are. Don't do that. Don't come in here doxing people like that. It's not acceptable. I don't care who it is. Anyways. In my opinion, I'm in the wrong, because if they have no recollection in their mind that they're in the wrong, right? They are adamant. They do nothing for what they're saying is wrong. But I know that it's all wrong. And it's me ultimately in the wrong, because you can't do things just because other people do them to you. That's how I'm speaking about myself, like in my own mind, I'm speaking in third person, like how I was thinking to myself, and how I was talking to one of my friends earlier. And I was telling her, ultimately, I'm the one in the wrong, because I need to just stop responding to it all. And I really need to just ignore it, because I know that me doing this back and forth shit is wrong. And I know that the stuff I said when I was fucking triggered as hell and fed the whole fucking way up was wrong. Handling myself in the same way that I am saying is wrong, that's my point. Like, we're...
Okay.
It's so funny to me. And I just don't, again, understand why she is talking about us.
Right.
I don't get how we sat quiet and didn't say nothing. We upheld our end, but yet she didn't say our name. But she's still going on and on about us not taking accountability. She's not going to be mean like we are. She's not going to do these things, but yet she did, and she took accountability for that. And so what? Let it go. Shut up about it. It's over.
So
Amen.
somebody wants me to take accountability. Okay. I myself decided I couldn't walk beside someone that was lying to me.
Mhm.
Somebody that was going right back to old habits.
Yep.
So I made the decision to simply walk away.
Yep.
I didn't call her and make a scene with her. I
No.
didn't text her. I just walked away.
Yeah.
And then, yes, and I have every right to go say what I want to in a chat.
Mhm.
And I made one little simple comment, just exactly why I walked away. I did not see any growth.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the accountability. I'm sorry for being honest and saying in a chat something that hurts you, but came from my heart and how I felt.
Right.
I guess
Well,
maybe
and
I guess teach. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But but basically, like, forgiveness is a good thing for yourself. So
yeah. Yeah, forgiveness for me has nothing to do with the other person. It's for me.
and
But
maybe it help her move on. And
yeah, if it'll help her move on, then sure. Because I don't want her stuck on that. Let
No.
that go. Shit. I mean, listen, you're going to have many, many people come in and out of your life. Believe me. And I mean, that's just the way the seasons of life take us. And, that's just, but we walked away quiet. We never said anything about your faith, your family. It was nothing about
Mm-mm.
that, but yet you attacked us over that one comment that you got so upset about and triggered over.
mm-hmm.
And just because she says she takes accountability, well, okay, that's great, but you still said what you said.
Yeah.
And do you think that didn't hurt? Do you think that, I mean, first of all, did you ever hear of me, Tiffany, ever trolling anybody and making videos of them? No, never. I mean, even sis knows I don't do that.
No, and I do want to point out that we do have a video
Mm-hmm.
showing where Mike Drones and
Mm-hmm.
Honeybees were on panel together
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they forgave one another.
Yeah, let me pull
And
that up.
Mike, honestly, he's been on I think one time live since
Uh-huh.
then.
Uh-huh.
He's not on here grifting anymore.
Right.
And I will tell you, the people that came up on the panel, that really was his sister and his mother.
Yep.
And I'm sure we can get you in touch with them if you really don't believe us.
Right.
That would be of her.
Okay, let me share this. Okay, here it is. Again, thank you, Robert. Hey, chicken, what's up? Is that chicken butt?
It's chicken butt.
Hey,
What's up,
chicken butt. What's up, man?
Mr. Rooster's crowing, chicken butt?
I'm trying to read up. No one is bringing up her husband or kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No one has even said, yeah. So anyway, let me share this. It is Drones, and I'm trying to remember January 11th, 2026 is what it says up here. Okay. So that's when it was. Oh, you took the butt off of your name? Yeah, look, I took the homestead off of my name too. My name is Honeybees 318. Yeah. So let's see if this is going to work. Let me see. I might have to mute myself right here. Let me see.
I would not be looking at the chat for a minute so I can watch.
How do I do this? Oh my god, I don't know nothing about this. Here we go. Comments. All right, Melissa, you there? Can you hear me, Melissa? You there?
I just. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh,
I'm trying to run two different computers. So I just want you to notice I don't, Drones or Eagles is supposed to be in recovery also. Am I supposed to sit back and judge him because he drinks or gets drunk or whatever and calls out my name and tells me he loves me?
Blows kisses.
right.
Blows kisses to me. I can show all that too. Yes, I can. But let's play.
Melissa, you there? Happy New Year's to you. Yeah, I know the Eagles lost. I don't even care about that right now. My mind is not on that. My mind is on forgiveness right now. All right, Honeybee's on. All right, Honeybee, I'm going to drop the link. If you want to rip me apart, you go ahead, Melissa. I deserve it, and I just deserve it. Do what you got to say. I might delete my YouTube after this, so do what you got to do. How do I do this? Right here. All right, copied. Let's try this.
Hey, E-Bags.
How do I do this?
eBay.
Copy, paste. Here we go. There you go, Melissa. Hey, Cindy, how are you? There you go, Melissa. I dropped the link. And like I said, you can rip me apart. I deserve it. I deserve 100%. You can rip my new asshole. I don't care. I might delete my channel after this. I don't need the YouTube no more. I'm doing fine. I just want to have a chance to ask you to forgive me. If you want to forgive me, fine. If you don't, fine. As long as I know I'm good with God. You're not God, right? So as long as I know I'm good with God, I'm going to ask you for forgiveness. If you want to accept, you can. If not, you don't have to either. You can curse me out. You can do whatever you want. Call me all the names you want. I don't care. Here's your shot. You can come out and get me. I just want to have a chance to apologize to you and your family. That's it. If you want to accept, you can. If not, you don't have to. Okay. You're on. Can you hear me? Hello?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is this Melissa?
This is Melissa.
All right, Melissa. So I know you've been listening to me for a while now, and I just want to. I messaged you already on the video with you on the.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Because you got me blocked. I knew you had me blocked.
I just went and checked, and you're not blocked, and my jam in trouble.
Really? Anyway, just in case I was blocked, I made a short clip of showing what I extended out to you as a forgiveness. So I just want to come out here and say right now, I was wrong for what I said, regardless what you said about me or what somebody pretended to be like you. Regardless.
No, you slowly. Oh my God. So you notice he of course tries to spin his own little narrative there. But yeah, I wouldn't. Everybody knows the truth.
Mm-hmm.
SG, take care of yourself. If you need to go back to the hospital, go.
Yeah, I agree. I concur. That's my opinion and advice. If it's bad, definitely go.
Yes, I feel the same way, SG. Please don't wait.
No. The sooner the better if it's, some point you can't take it for sure. But
Yeah.
that's
And yeah, let me know, hun. Try to. Try to let me know. I'm praying. Exactly, King of Chaos. I want to point that out. I love the way he talks. On the
Yeah.
topic of addiction, sobriety is only affected if a person relapses with their drug of choice or drug or of concern, not
that,
merely by taking other substances. Mhm.
well, that's what I thought, and especially like including my opinion is that, but also I include any hard street drug, and then
Mhm.
opinion also is if it's something that like, you can't manage and it throws your life out of control, then
Right.
that's no good.
Yeah. Yeah. If that were the case, TH would have to admit she isn't sober because she consumes nicotine, which is a drug, and caffeine, which is a drug, regularly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So none of us are, or anyone that smokes isn't sober. Then that was
Right.
question. Come on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
I was wrong, 100%. As you can see that I'm not doing content no more, so I'm not asking for forgiveness so I can continue on with my content. I'm asking forgiveness so I can go on with the Lord because I was wrong, 100%. What's up, Todd? 100%. No matter what you said about me or what I thought you said about me, I had no right to say what I said about you, your family, and your son. I had no right, and I want to ask you for forgiveness. You don't have to accept it, but as long as I know I'm good with God because I asked for forgiveness, and I'm wrong as a parent. I'm fucking wrong for what I said. And it's
That was
fucked
very
up. You know what I mean? It's all out of anger. It's all out of anger. And I know you wasn't the only. I know you wasn't the only one. I know you wasn't.
I'm just going to say this from the get, and I can swear, and I don't usually swear because in the Word of God it says that if your yes is yes and your no is no, let that be. So I never sent any emails to you besides that one where it said just basically take the video down, and I'm just going to leave it. And I did. I left it, and I let everybody talk about me, come after me. You came after me so hard, and I sat back for a whole year learning how to do this so I could come back and rise up against you because you had talked and you had doxed me, and then you talked about my family, and then it came into the kids, and I was like, hold up, I don't even know where you are, and I would never do that to a child. I've lost so much in my life, and I've had to bury my own child, so I would never say any harm against your family, against your child. I don't care how much I dislike someone, and no, I don't hate you. Yes, I dislike you. I didn't know anything about anything until later on. Shit just came onto my channel and dropped shit into my lap. I think you know what I'm talking about. I won't bring it up again. I left that shit alone because I had no clue when the person came up that that's what they were going to do. However, I accept your apology. I accept your apology, Mike.
Listen, we went at each other because we misunderstood each other. Like I misunderstood some of the things that you were saying. You wasn't saying some of the things you were saying. Somebody else was emailing me under your name. And if you said that it wasn't you, I believe you.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I mean,
I believe you. I believe you. At the time, I didn't believe you because of everything that was going on. But now that I look back on it, all the experience I had on YouTube, people do act like they're other channels. And
yes,
like other people.
You have to be real careful.
Yeah, you know what? And I was wrong for the things that I said, and that's why I reached out to you.
Good night, Marker.
And I'm like, she's probably not getting my messages because I'm probably blocked.
No,
like,
I haven't seen any messages.
I had you blocked too on both channels.
Yes, and that's why when I just typed, I was surprised to see that I was unblocked.
I unblocked you on both channels because I wanted you to see my message that I'm done with YouTube. I'm done. I went to the Rock Ministries and I dropped off everything I had.
Good. They're a great organization.
Yes, they are. I gave them everything. And I said, I'm done with YouTube. I'm done with Kensington. But there's one thing I have to do. There's one thing I have to do before I leave YouTube. I have to apologize and listen to her family. I have to, because I was wrong for the things that I said. I said it out of anger. I didn't say it out of fact because I don't know you. I didn't know your son. So what I was saying, it was out of anger. It wasn't facts. It was anger. And I want to apologize to you for that because as a parent, I love my son very, very much.
I know you do.
I can't see me losing my son. And
No.
I was like, I can't close this chapter without asking Melissa for forgiveness. Even if she don't accept it, as long as I know I'm right with God, that I ask her for forgiveness. And that's why I reached out to you. And I made a short clip. I was like, obviously she has me blocked because she's not answering me back. And I was
that just goes to show you I haven't even been on my channel talking anything
I was hoping somebody
for a while. Yeah,
because
I've been too busy,
No, I seen your video. I seen your video and you're very ill, and I hope you get better. But I was hoping that somebody like Indie Mom or somebody saw it and said, "Yo, Mike's reaching out to you.
So, Carrie Ann B, this was January 11th of this year. Exactly, chicken. Exactly, chicken butt. And because you've been here since the beginning, so and you were over there too, so right? I mean, he was a scammer, and he sought me out. I mean, I hadn't even been on YouTube going at him or anything. He sought me out. I never had him blocked, so anyway, I didn't know. I can't even remember now. Someone got in touch with me and said he had a message, and I was like, "What?" So I looked, and then next thing I know, he's live calling out my name and all this, and so I'm like, okay, look, let's just, it's been, I've shown everything I can about this dude. Like, he basically has nothing left except to go get a job, which is probably the best fucking thing that ever happened for him. And I'm happy about that. He should succeed. I wish no ill will on this man, except he was I just pointed out what he was. He was scamming people straight up. I mean, no lie. And I proved it. Exactly, chicken. See, and that's what I told him on here. I still don't like you, and I'm not your friend. You know what I'm saying? Just because of this, it doesn't mean I'm your friend. No, we're not going to be best buds. But for him, for me, I could have just let it go and walked on. I didn't need him to apologize to me. I didn't. However, narcissists always turn it around to be about them, right? And that's what he did. If you notice, that's what he keeps saying. I couldn't live with myself before the Lord, before God, knowing that he had done that. So he had to come to me to get forgiveness from me. But what he doesn't know is he really didn't have to. He was already forgiven. So that's just how I live my life. I don't want to carry grudges and stuff now. I don't. Yeah, of course it was, Sue. Yeah, of course it was.
I don't want to carry grudges either. That just harbors hatred inside of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to be bitter. Bitterness is a root, and it grows, and it sabotages all kinds of stuff in your life.
All your blessings.
That's right. That's exactly right. So.
Believe it or not, nobody contacted me.
Well,
I just now switched accounts, went to Jam and Trouble, and saw that you left a message 2 weeks ago. I did not get that because on my phone I'm logged into my Honeybee's Homestead channel. I don't check my other channels until I go to it, and that just goes to show I just don't check them every day like that. So
listen, you don't have to forgive me, but I have to have it right with God, and I'm asking you to forgive me, and I'm sorry for what I said. I was wrong. I knew for a fact. You didn't do drugs with your son. I was just saying that because I was mad. I was angry. I was salty.
The sad thing is that some people, out there, may believe that, and
I don't think so.
Of course, that's what hurt the most with my mother's face with tears coming down, and she's dead. I buried her in 2017, and of course, I was mad too. I was very angry.
I think you had more pull than me. I think more people believed you than me, and the people.
I don't think it's about that, but we went back and forth there. And even though you wouldn't say my name, people knew you were talking about me.
This is over. This was over some jam. Some jam. I mean, like, come on. Or it was the best.
I'm gonna tell you where it started. You want me to be honest, Mike, where it started for me? And you don't even know this probably, but I'm gonna tell you where it started for me. You were July 4th, 2023, out at a fireworks show. And before that, you were on a text with me asking me for money. And I PayPal'd you the only $25 I had.
Yeah, and I'm going to admit it right now.
Wait. You went out. So you went out that day. Okay. the next day, so I'm watching your channel like every day. I'm into it. Like I'm into helping the people of Kensington. I'm into it, right?
Mhm.
And you come on there and you start talking about the stuff you just bought, and it's like, and I could tell you were high. That's when you relapsed.
No.
Well, you had said it later on that's when you relapsed. Was on July 4th.
I'm gonna tell you the only time I relapsed. Do you remember the black girl? What was her name?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
The black girl, Chiffon.
Yeah, Chiffon. Mm-hmm.
That was the only time I relapsed. She asked Ashley, my son's
Mhm.
mother. Well, no, Ashley reached out to her and said to her, "Do you know that Mike's been getting high? Mike relapsed." And I got upset because I said to Ashley, "Why are you reaching out to Chiffon and telling her that I relapsed? What's Chiffon supposed to do but bring me negativity on YouTube?" And that's what Chiffon did. So because she thought that Chiffon was her friend, but she wasn't. You know, Chiffon was a little.
Now, again, it's funny because I'm rewatching this. You know, I haven't rewatched it. And so, that's so funny. He brings up Chiffon. Sis, he brought up Chiffon.
I know.
He's not counting the July 4th relapse.
No.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Are you wanting to keep playing Mike, or you want to switch back to this?
Yeah. Let's switch back to that because now we know.
The proof's out.
The
That
proof
you
is
two
out.
made up.
Yeah, the proof is there, and you know, I have it. So let's continue.
I was sitting here and I'm saying, this is wrong, this isn't okay, people shouldn't be doing that, and then I get triggered and I do it, but I have an excuse because I'm just doing it back to them. No. I teach my kids to be better than that. I teach them that acting the same way is the person who, you know, being bullied to the bullies does not make you good. Being a bully in general is bad. Right?
Who's bullying anybody?
Who's
That's not
bullying?
who I am.
How have
I have empathy for people, and I do have sympathy, and I do have care, and the fact that I got so okay.
So who have we bullied? And is she admitting to bullying us then in that statement too?
I think that's how I heard it. I heard her admitting that she pretty much admitted that she bullies us because it's not right to do whoever she said it, but it sounded that way.
Yeah.
Because Tiffany, none of us were even talking about you. You were going on for like 2 months straight, if not longer. Like
She claims I was in a chat saying stuff against her. Well, if I did, it probably honestly was warranted. She said she got tired being called a liar, but I'm just going to put this out there. Part of the stories she would tell were correct. And then you get about halfway through them, and it was some bullshit.
Yep.
And Dad Bob, thank you for becoming a member.
Oh my gosh, yay! Thank you, Dad Bob.
She also was like, there would be maybe one sprinkle of truth and then a shit ton of lies.
Right.
So
and making this whole narrative that is not true.
Right.
I mean, where have we bullied anybody? I haven't bullied her.
Nope. You sure haven't.
And I didn't bully Mike. You know, nobody, me and Indy Mom and Sue and Chicken Butt that's in here, most people that know me from Kensington know that I did not lie. I did not lie. These people don't understand that I never, I never would put anything out there without it being factual. Never. And, he came after me for a year. Over a year.
Dang.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about YouTube, and I learned everything. Me and Quick Vic and Edie Mom were best friends, and we started going. Vic gave us a panel to go on to express me, Indie Mom, and the other party that was involved that she likes to bring up, and all this shit. You know, Vic taught us, and then going into other communities, seeing how these people troll over here, watching how you deal with a troll, all these things, because I was getting trolled so bad by this man who was lying, telling people that I had emails to him and letters coming to his address, talking about harming his children and R-ing his wife or girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, whoever he was to be that day, which was not true. He doxed me. Yes. Put up pictures of my mom's face with teardrops falling from it, and my son's too, on thumbnails on a different troll channel to come after me. And then if you listen to that troll channel, it has a live up there, and it's him with a voice recorder admitting and speaking to the accusations that his true sisters came up onto my panel and told. So there you go. That's the story. And, you know, I didn't know about his past and all that, but when I started going after him, I was just going after him because he's a grifter. You know, grifting people. He grifted one lady $2,500 for a whole car.
Oh,
I've got the Cash App receipts in my computer right here. I could, you know, it is what it is.
I can't believe someone would give someone money. Holy crap.
Yeah, and it was more than that because she'd send him money for hotels and shit. It's, you know, I mean, you know, and that's because he would say he's homeless and he's this and he's that, and you know, we were trying to prove, and then I had his sister-in-law calling me and all. Yeah, I mean, nobody knows everything. They have no clue, and I don't run my mouth about everything. See, I don't jap my jaws and, you know, let shit fly out of my pie hole like some people do. Okay, sis. You got anything to
You
say?
have to hold on. It lost my place, so I'm trying to find it again.
Okay.
Or somewhere close to it.
Yes, I mean, he came after, look, even Sue says it, when I finally got a clue and left, because Sue was mad at me. Remember, Sue? She was mad at me and taking up for him. And that was, look, I never got mad at anybody that was over there talking about me because I knew how they saw him, because that's how I saw him. Until I saw it for real, what was happening. Yeah, he was slick. Oh, Dad, Mom. Yeah, thank you so much, Dad, Mom.
Where the honey bees at? Where my bees at?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you, Dad, Bob. So sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah. Right, Sue? He even said something. He was always just an ass, wasn't he, Sue? Wasn't he? I mean, he told so many lies, it was ridiculous, and I'd catch him in all of his lies. I would. Okay, sis.
I'm finding it. Hang on.
Oh, I was going to say, did you find your place yet? Oh, you're welcome, Dad Bob.
Here you go.
Oh, Miss Munch, he is.
And I do have sympathy and I do have care. And the fact that I got so angry and so mad with these people that I could bring myself to a point where I could say, I don't give a fuck if you live or die. That's bad. Because that's really, I mean, no bullshit was mocking me about this and whatever. But yeah, I definitely went off the path. People can mock me all they want. I like their videos, their, parody style videos. I don't like how important things like that, like mental health and life decisions and stuff like that get mocked. But whatever, everybody has their opinions. I'm not saying they're, a piece of shit or anything. I'm just saying I don't like that aspect of it. And whatever, that's what you're right. But at the same time, I did get off the path. We all did. Not one person is better than the other. Period. And
No one ever said that. No one ever said that, but I'm not off my path. I don't know. She went off the path, but I didn't. You're on your path, Janelle?
Yep.
What about you, Minnie Mom? You're on yours?
Am I what? Sorry, I had to walk away for a second, babe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you on your own path?
I'm on my path.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't get knocked off the path, and I'm thankful for that.
Amen. Me too.
And what I would say to that is a lot of the patience and gentleness that I've shown to be taken as bullying is beyond me, but
yeah,
okay.
That is wild.
I'm not screaming and yelling and no, I'm just not acting like that. So I don't understand that. And I don't think I'm any better than anybody else. I have never acted like that. I came from nothing. Okay. Things don't mean what may mean something to, other people. No. No, and you can ask my sis. I'm not by no means have the perfect house and all this stuff, and walk around and show my whole house and, I ain't gonna share my private life. Shouldn't do that because then it does open you up. It does. It opens you up for people to say shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it gets people, it gets you mad, but why'd you put it on there? I didn't do none of those videos. I swear I've never done any videos of Tiffany, ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've done any videos of her ass either.
Be right back.
And if it was, it would have been like over a year and a half ago. But I don't think
I can say I didn't do any either, except I will say I have recorded lives. But that's only so I can do this and debunk shit.
That doesn't count because she privates them and she lies all the time. So, like you said, debunk the shit.
Well, I used to take the ones Munchie did, and now that Munchie doesn't do it anymore, I started doing it.
I'm happy for it. Thank you. Because, like I said, the crazy thing is, it's like, does she just hope people are sleeping and don't hear it?
I mean, why else would you go live in the middle of the night?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what, she thinks she can get away with just talking shit, private it, and thinks no one's going to hear it or say anything.
That's my assumption.
It's wild for her to think that. She should have a secret treehouse channel.
I have figured out that when I sit down on the side of the bed to go to bed, that my phone is going to ding and it's going to be her going live as soon as I get ready to go to bed.
That's just creepy.
It's either she does that on purpose or because she thinks people aren't awake, or she talks all this thinking that it's really okay what she's saying because she's not talking. She didn't say our name,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not.
But our names don't need to be said. We know
No,
who you're talking about when you're
Everybody knows who
talking
you're
about a
talking about.
story. When you're
Yeah.
telling a story about one of us and you're bringing up something that's happened in our life,
And
like we
those
don't know who you're talking about.
and those two women,
All right,
What'd
you
you
ready to
say,
play some
Janelle?
more?
she called me those two women. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Those two women. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we're those two women.
uh,
All right, here we go.
At a point where it's just going to be back and forth. Now, us sitting here speaking about it, that's different because we're speaking. We're not insulting anybody. We're not calling anybody names. We're not talking about their children. We're not talking about any of that, you know? So it's a completely different scenario. Yeah, me too. I understand Debbie as well.
Scenario.
scenario.
Scenario. But
Yeah. Exactly, Dashy. But I've never heard you say anything
What?
like crazy.
Really?
Like
You
the stuff I was.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
to add
my
that.
gosh.
Why is she lying to Dashy? Dashy says some of the nastiest shit.
Yes.
Yeah, especially in nets. I've written it down. It is bad.
Don't gaslight Dashy, Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't.
You're welcome, Carrie Ann.
She has some very
Well,
nasty.
yeah, Carrie Ann, she creates her own words.
And Dashy goes around everywhere saying nasty things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
That's the
Yeah,
difference.
she does. Constantly. She's done, look, oh my God. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the shit that I've seen them say in nets about SG, when I'm sitting over here knowing the truth, knowing that I'm not going to say anything,
Right.
because first of all, they are so just deranged in their thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Superwoman. She must have brain cancer. Here goes Dashy. She's a pedo. She's going after children, this and that. Oh my. It's like, are you kidding me right now?
There's one that really surprises me and makes me sick to my stomach to see the change in her.
Mm-hmm.
Diane.
Yeah.
That one hurts my heart.
Yeah. And see, I don't know any one of them, except from being in SGs and watching. I mean, and
she's always seemed so kind.
Yeah.
Wasn't she cool with Jules when she was around?
I don't remember Jules.
Or was
Jules
that I swear the other Diane might have went there too, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know there was Santos and this one, but I'm not sure which one.
Well, she has her full name out there, so that's her screen name. But
right.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't say her name.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel you. That's what I said. Like, I expect people to call me Janelle. It's in my channel name.
Right. And that was another thing that, I've got something said to me and she calls me April, but that's not my screen name. I never put my name out.
Yeah, right. Definitely not. I always
now, have I accidentally said it a couple of times through our lives through the years? Yes.
Yes. But both have, but
never has it been like her whole name. You know what I'm saying?
Or on purpose.
But still, this is, and then I would go back to saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Indie Mom." That's her screen name. That's her name. So.
All right, here we go.
Right, carry in.
You know, I've never heard you do that. So
Oh, jeez.
Well, you can't hear the chat anyway, so.
you have every right to defend yourself. You know. Hey,
Yep, we do
Trump.
too.
Don't you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Dashy. And it was wrong to do that to that man.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking about drones? Yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness. But that's where I'm at with it all. You know, it's just tiring, and I don't feel that I have an obligation
Hey,
to
Honda.
explain things like why my husband married his ex-wives. Like,
Oh.
Just
Oh.
for Munchie.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-oh. So she's admitting that's true?
That's what it sounds like. And I mean, why would it be a problem?
Uh-oh.
So she hands up and shows Buster, and she's petting him.
his stomach is not fucking tumor. Look, it's not a tumor. It's gushy. It's his fat roll. Look at how much he loves it.
Does it look like a tumor?
You
Or a
can't even
fat-
tell. He's like laying down. He looks like a fat cat to me.
Well, I hope it's not a tumor. You need to get him to the vet.
Right.
If you think that, that's what I would do.
It looks like a
Right.
pocket of fat. Like maybe he's been fixed. You know how they get that loose
Yep.
weight on him? That's what it looks like.
Is it the bottom or the side?
It's underneath of him. But he's
Oh.
laying down, so it's like hard to
Mhm.
tell, but I think it's underneath of him.
Well, and he's furry too. So
Yeah.
when you have a furry cat, they tend to look fatter than they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like not talking hardly at all.
Well, maybe she moved on.
Nope, not yet. I don't think. I think there's more.
We're like, uh-oh.
We're not even halfway through this.
Jeez. I wonder why she pauses for so long. Oh.
No, not tonight, Trump. We're just talking normal.
Oh. Really?
Talking normal.
Well,
Okay.
accurate.
Oh,
choice.
bad idea. That food does fucking smell. Oh my god, so Trump, you are the funniest person on this planet. You know that?
No,
Love
I am.
you love Bobby. You're the funniest person on this planet, you know. Come on now.
I'm gonna see what else is coming up here.
Yeah.
She starts talking about makeup.
Mm.
Well,
That's good. I
Makeup.
mean, you know,
I'm like, makeup, hooray.
yeah, just, you know, listen, I used to watch several. Matter of fact, I was really into, you know, that community. I can't remember that one guy's name. Patrick something. Anyway,
Okay,
I watched him.
sorry to interrupt you. She says in
Sorry.
2006 she was in cosmetology school.
I thought it was 2007.
Well, according to this, 2006.
Oh.
She says, well, here, I'll put it there.
I never heard her talk about that at all.
2006. you know? And I went to high school and cosmetology school. So I don't have a license or anything, but I know how to do it. I love it. You know what I mean? It's a passion.
How do you go to school?
So I
with
was
it?
given these cards, and here's
I
the
don't know.
packaging to that lip stain.
Why
And
didn't she
it's
get a
probably better for
license?
me to even touch these, so may not give me even touching them. But
You go through the school but not get a license. It makes no sense. Maybe
I
for
know.
this.
oh no, not that, Trump.
She needed the loan
Ellen
money.
sent me something else. I had asked her a question, so she texted me. That's what she needs.
All right, I'm skipping again.
Dakes, Ellen's texting her that in the middle of the night too. Why are they all up so late?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Ellen and Dashy and Diane. Then I don't know if her phone went dead or what, but she dropped off. And about 10-15 minutes later, she came back on.
Yep.
And Kimberly was in the chat. Kimberly's the only one I ever saw. I did not record that second part. She came back on to do the eye makeup on her right side. She had previously done the left side.
Holy Moses! It took that long, and why are you doing makeup?
Girl, I know. I looked. It was like an hour and 40 minutes in, and she started on that eye.
Oh my goodness!
And this recording goes until the 3-hour mark.
Well, I came out to smoke, and she was putting on contour on her nose, and then she started taking the softening powder to put on her eyes. And then by the time I finally went in, she was just in putting like specks of the stuff, and then took the same brush that she used on the powder and started putting it under her eyes, and I was like, oh God, I was so sleepy.
So then she sits down and she doesn't know where they came from, but she's got a box of tarot cards.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
And she doesn't know where they came from.
No.
What?
She said she found them in some of her stuff, but she doesn't remember where they came from.
Wow.
And a lot of times, I'm not real familiar with tarot cards, but Ellen was describing that normally the back side tells you what the card means.
Uh-huh.
Never mind, I can't ask that question.
Okay.
I know that's sometimes frowned upon.
Well, it is by I don't believe in it.
Okay.
I mean, some people do. And, I've had a live one time about this, tarot cards and psychics, and a couple of years ago. But tarot cards are not something that I would see her getting into because of, her faith, just like my faith. I wouldn't get into tarot cards because of my faith.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
But I did want to say, you guys, look, I didn't want to talk about Kimberly's mom because I didn't know if anybody did know, But that woman should be ashamed of herself. She should be ashamed of herself. Kimberly never spoke on SG's family, on SG's daughter, on family home dynamics. What Kimberly said in my chat, seriously, was that she felt comfortable in here. That's it. And because she said that, now she's being attacked. I'll never get it. You know, Kimberly really seen something in her and wanted to be there for her. You know, she didn't want her to have sadness, you know, to be there crying, to, you know, being there on that live crying and not having any support. She felt bad, so she went in there. And Ellen, you remember when Kimberly got a bunch of shit for going in and supporting Ellen? For going in and supporting SG? And I sat here and said, no, we're not going to do that here. And I actually used our friendship as an example, as I do with many things, that you and I were able to maintain our friendship for years, even though you supported SG. You know, because you started supporting your family, you know, and friendship. When I left you two, a little bit before that, I think, you had started getting to know her and so on and so forth. I told you, I told Kimberly, you guys are private. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to be your friend because you see good in someone that I don't, you know, which is not that I don't see good in her. It's just that it's not enough to make me want to be, you know, her friend because of everything she said.
All right. So what do you think?
Well, first of all, I don't follow. Why don't you tell Kimber's story?
You sound muffled a little bit. Well, from what I saw, and I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss, Kimberly.
Oh no.
I don't have any issues with Kimberly. I never have. I mean, I've seen her say a few things that I don't think she cares for me, but she doesn't know me. She knows what Tiffany has said about me.
Right.
She did lose her mother.
Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Really. That hurts.
I guess, which I know Kimberly, she went through a period where she really did support SG. And I think she left at one point and she may have come back. I don't know for sure. So I'm just laying that out there. I don't know for positive. But I know that she has been friends with SG and has supported her. Yeah. And I don't know what happened in some comments. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy. How are you doing?
She's talking about Kimberly 11. But I guess she's just talking a little bit about Kimberly's experience with SG.
Oh. Okay. Well, I didn't. My condolences go out to her sincerely. Right. And I pray for her to have comfort and peace throughout the days ahead because, man, that journey was hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I miss my mama every day. Every day. That's why if you have someone, just, you know, just do what you can.
Right.
Do what you can. That's all you can do. You know, we're not perfect, but do what you can. Exactly, Leslie. That's what I'm saying is that, you know, my thing is I can get on here and talk about different things. I have for the past 4 years. I've carried actually 3 channels, 2 mainly, and I can not talk about anybody. What's up, Big Stack? What's a Big Stack? Big stacks. Oh, 24. So you got 24-inch rims? Is that what you're talking about? Thanks for subbing. Thanks for stopping, Big Stacks. And welcome in. I'm doing great, Cindy. Yesterday and the day before I wasn't feeling well, and then yesterday it really hit me. And then we've had a dog that's been sick, so that's been crazy. And yeah, but I'm feeling a lot better today. And so yeah, I hope you're doing well. You're
To
right,
be
Dad
honest,
Bob.
if I would realize that part was right there, I probably wouldn't have played it.
Yeah, yeah,
Just out of respect for Kimberly, but
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. But
I
I
tried to
mean,
glance through some of it, but
Dad Bob says, very sorry for anyone who loses a parent or a parent losing a child. This is very sad. Yes, it is. And you know what? Death can also just rip families apart, or it can bring families together or bring other people together. Yeah, yeah,
one thing, I've not lost a parent, but I've lost a son.
yeah. I don't wish anyone to lose a parent. You know, just like I was telling Mike, you know, that night that we did talk on his live, that, you know, I would never, I know how much his child loved him and loves
Mm-hmm.
him. And never were we the ones that did some stupid shit. You know, there was a whole lot of other people behind the scenes involved that we had no clue about.
Right.
So
A lot.
a whole nother, you know, set of people doing things that we were being accused of that we didn't do. So there's that. And then the whole other thing, you know, she told a little bit of the truth in that the sisters did come up on my panel. However, she went on to lie about that. So, you know, the sad thing is that, that, you know, Tiffany came up on my panel a couple of times, if I remember correctly, you know,
Yep.
through the years. And she would laugh about me going after him.
Oh, yeah. She thought it was hilarious.
And in no way, never did I ever tell her that the sisters were lying and that it was untrue what they said. I never said that.
Nope, you didn't. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie.
Hey, Valdez.
Valdez! Oh my gosh, how are you? How are you doing? Oh, Tommy D. What's up, Tommy?
Hey,
How are
Tommy.
you doing, bud? How are you doing?
Yes, Cindy, it is.
Yes. If anyone wants to come up on panel, I have the link. I can drop it.
You want me to play some more now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Done to me. But to say that about Kimberly's mom and for saying she was comfortable in this chat, that's really low, SG. Kimberly's never taken part in the stuff that's happened with you. She's never taken part when they spoke about your mom, when Munchie and Janelle and all of them guys did a 3-week countdown. That wasn't Nat, that wasn't Dashy, that wasn't Diane, that wasn't Ellen, that wasn't me, that wasn't Sharon. They were all supporting you. Just to put that into perspective here, you know. And yeah, they did feel uncomfortable in your chat when this whole group of fucking hang tie bullies are there. You know, they probably did. I mean, I would have too. But to sit here and say that, oh, well, your mom died and you think she'd be grieving and you think she would have made up with her mom. Why do they care so much about my family dynamics? Well, Kimberly didn't care in a negative way. She didn't ask questions about your stuff. she was just in my chat and said that she felt the most comfortable here. So that's going to trigger you like that because she feels comfortable here. Well, maybe she don't feel
So
comfortable
now
in
we're
your chat as
talking.
she, because those people were the ones who treated her like shit for supporting you.
Okay. Wow. She goes from just one side of the ditch to the next with her. I mean, she's just, oh.
She does.
I am so
Valdez,
sorry
I'm
to
sorry
hear
to
that,
hear that.
Valdez. Pinch, poke, you owe me a Coke. Valdez, I pray that he is okay. Seeing you're saying it's been crazy, so girl, I'm so sorry to hear that. There's just when you get down to the nitty gritty, life is about other things other than this, right? We
Right.
always have a good chat. I mean, in 1 second, she's, being, I don't know, how does she know what this Kimberly has said? And I'm not saying anything about her because I don't know. I've seen her in other chats. I've never really paid a lot of attention to what she said, I guess. But, oh no, Carrie Ann. Out of 13 siblings, there are 3 uncles and 1 aunt left. Girl, I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
I hate that. I will definitely be praying for everybody. So, I don't know. I just have my own thinking as far as when someone's in my chat and bringing up their personal information into my live. I'm kind of weird about that, you know. I don't know. I don't know why she did that.
I don't
Keep
either.
coming. Yeah. I don't know if there's any more to play.
No, I'm looking through. I don't think there's really anything here.
Oh, Tommy, you haven't met Janelle?
Really? Wow.
That's our friend, Janelle. Yay. Tommy D, meet Janelle. She's in my server, Tommy. She comes in every now and again, but she works a lot, so it's hard for her to check in.
Sorry, I'm just eating, but I'll be back.
Oh, there she is.
I'm finishing eating, but I'll be back. I just wanted
Okay. Yeah, I'm fixing to cook too while I'm on here. I gotta cook me some meat. Okay, y'all. So I'm just gonna update everybody just for you who want to know. And for those of you who don't, then that's on you. I'm gonna tell it anyway. Because I love y'all. So I started what is called the carnivore diet or the proper human diet. And it goes back kind of like how our ancestors used to eat and things of that nature. So it's beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Sometimes I do incorporate some dark green veggies sauteed with mushroom and onion, like asparagus, spinach, or zucchini. Other than that, no other vegetables. Cheese, you can have dairy, but you really treat it as like a condiment. So, like maybe a little piece of cheese or so on your hamburger meat, because you're not going to have a bun or lettuce or onion or anything. It's just hamburger meat. So I have my whole family started it, besides my son, started it March the 4th. And yes, Valdez, I was just fixing to get to that. We started March the 4th, and I have lost 30 pounds. My husband is down to 177, which he's probably lower than that now. And then I don't know what mom is at. I just know that she's lost about 40 pounds. I do go to my doctor. Matter of fact, I went for my 3-month checkup just, what's today? Saturday? I went Tuesday, Wednesday? Anyway. And they did blood work and everything. They tested, urine. They did all of the, things that they do for your checkup, your A1C. My A1C, since I've been carnivore, has went from a 6.3 all the way down to a 5.9. So I am almost to the point to where I can get off of my diabetic medication, which means I will have reversed diabetes, type 2 diabetes, with my diet. And it was a 90-day challenge. However, now we're just going to keep going with it because we just feel that we feel a lot better. There's no inflammation. And, we're just eating meat. No carbs. No carbs. Nope. And I'm going to be honest with you, Valdez, it has changed my life. You can ask sis. 3 months in and I'm still going. I feel great. No, I mean, of course, I still have back pain, but the inflammation isn't as severe as what it was when I was eating all of the processed, things, rice, bread, potatoes, all those things turn and break down into sugar. So people say, well, I'm not taking in any sugar. Well, yes, you are. Now, yes, I did miss the carbs for like the first 2 weeks, Dad Bob. But I don't miss them now. And I mean, we keep bread in the house for my son, chips, but no, I don't miss them at all.
No.
And I found substitutes. I found substitutes for different things. So, I feel great. Everything, I just want to keep going. I want to keep going so I can lose and get down to my ideal weight. And, that means a healthy weight, for me. So, yes, and look, it's just all of the crap that people have put out these days, the processed and the ultra processed foods. You could buy a loaf of bread and it can sit there for 2 months and not have mold on it. I mean, how does that happen? I don't know, not my kind of bread. So, but everyone has to do what's right, what's good for them. And right now, this has been really great for us. My husband he no longer has indigestion. It got to where every time he ate something, he would have indigestion. He no longer has that problem. And he's probably lost like 3 pant sizes. Boy, he's putting on those belt a little bit tighter. We're going to have to buy him some clothes soon. And me too, because the pants I put on today are big. But that's good. Well, I found a couple of recipes that buy carnivore bread, and it's going to use a lot of eggs, which is fine. You can bake eggs, stuff like that. But, okay, sis. But, yeah, what I usually do, I don't miss my bread. I don't. And you know what? I love bread. I love pasta. Love potatoes. Like, you know, I can make you a biscuit in a heartbeat and make you some sausage gravy and girl, you know, be getting down. But when I figured out and I went and watched Dr. Ben Azadi, Azadi, on YouTube, and it showed what these um, things that we are eating, how they go into our liver and what our liver has to do to break them down, you know, whether you're insulin resistant, going into the glucose, all, you know, he explains all of that. And when I watched that video, I literally thought to myself, holy shit, I am literally feeding myself poison every day, right? I'm a type 2 diabetic, and people think a lot of times that has to do with your weight. And yes, to a certain degree, it does. However, there's a lot of people that are type 2 because, you know, of the way their body is breaking down stuff. But I found on this diet, and you're right, Valdez, sugar and carbs feed cancer. On this diet, you go into what's called ketosis, which is metabolically healing. When you go into ketosis, um, and your body starts, you know, healing itself from the inside, then like visceral fat and things of this nature will disappear. You know, you can ask Indy. I sent her a picture today and she said, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. I mean, 30 pounds, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. It really is. And I'm not hungry. Like, if I get hungry, I know I'm hungry, right? I know that I can go in there and I keep meat done. Like tonight, I'm fixing to cook some meat in the air fryer. Love my air fryer. If you're carnivore, air fryer and a good skillet for eggs is good, right? I eat sardines, the boneless, skinless ones. They're seasoned sardines, which are amazing, which is probably what I'm going to have in just a few minutes. And yeah, because I'm hungry right now. Yeah, I mean, you know, look, I'm not going to lie and say that the diet is easy because, you know, it's called an elimination diet. You are eliminating, and then some people go from carnivore into keto, which means there are some vegetables that are uh, taken in, like mushrooms, and some people can eat tomatoes. I can't eat them. They just flare me up. And I can't eat, there was something, oh, broccoli. Can't eat broccoli. It flares me up. Yeah, exactly, Dad Bob. That's what I think too. 10 pounds, 10 pounds a month. It's not too fast, but I'm starting to feel, it in my face. I'm able to wear my wedding ring again. Um, yeah, so that's been exciting. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Do, 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 do. We have rain outside. Yes, Leslie. I love sardines. I always have to cook them though when Mom's not here, and Larry's always stealing some off my plate. He won't cook them for himself, but he steals mine. But yeah, Mom ended up buying me a case, like a case of them, because you can never find them at Walmart anymore. It's literally like um, the last several months in the carnivore community, they've been going on what's called sardine fast, to where that's all you eat is sardines and you drink water. And yeah, there's a lot of healing benefits. Now, I haven't went to that extreme to say I'm going to do that. And I like the ones that they're called Season. It's the Season brand, SEASON, and they're boneless and skinless. And so what I do, I'll show y'all in just a few minutes if I can find out how to put my camera on. But I put them in my skillet with salted butter, real butter, not margarine, and I'll saute them. All right, Marianne, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. It's so good to see you. Really, it is. Keep in touch with us. Enjoy your company. Enjoy your company, Hama. Yeah. So, but yeah, I put them in the skillet, and I have this seasoning that I like to use. It's lemon and herb. And I put that on there with a little bit of pepper. Or I put a little lemon juice, and I eat them with hot sauce. Yeah. I change them up. I change up how I, fix them up. That way it's not always the same. I'll eat them right out of the can. And they have a new tuna. I'll have to show y'all that too. It's a lemon deal or something like deal. I'll have to look at it and see. But anyway. I'm sitting outside swinging, listening to the frogs. It's been raining. It's not raining right now. We had a huge limb fall in our yard. I'm glad it didn't hit anything. And I think it was left over from Winter Storm Fern when she came through in January. So it's been pretty nice around here. Cashmere, our little Chiweenie, which was really my son's dog, that passed away, and then she went to live with Drew, who is Paul's best friend, Drew, our son. And then when Dad went to go work down there, she fell in love with Larry, and so Drew sent her back home with us. She's been sick, so we've been giving her some medicine and making sure she's fine. Just have to make sure she don't eat, make sure she drinks. So I just want to, say that, reiterate, we're not over here bashing anybody. We're not over here, wanting to intentionally hurt anybody, but, we are giving our opinions because, if you bring my name up, I do feel like I have a right to, at least tell you my side, and I give everybody else a voice too, because I really don't like that. I don't like it when I feel like, I've got something to say, and,
Sorry, I'm back now.
Girl?
Not bad.
No, you're fine.
But yes, I hope you're good, Valdez. I'm doing good. And I'm always praying for you. Miss ya.
You like sardines too, Leslie? I'm telling you, they're the healing food. There's got, I think it's 23 or 26 grams of protein, and of course omega 3, which are very good for you.
I don't know that I like sardines. Like, I tried them way back when I was, like, many, many, many years ago, and I know I didn't like them. But you know how your taste change as you get older?
Yeah, yeah.
I did try them again just to see.
Now, Larry, we have some in the cabinet that Larry will eat, and he eats it with the skin and the bones.
Oh, see, I don't do that.
And I prefer my brand, which is it's a little bit more expensive, but that's because it's no bones and no skin.
See, I would get that and definitely try that because I think
Now
that was
they're really good. I mean, the meat is so thick and dense that you have to saute it in butter to have some kind of fat with it.
Yeah.
Because it's so lean. And that's the one thing a lot of people don't realize about the carnivore diet is when you only take in protein, you have to take in real fat, a certain amount with that. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. So, girl, I love to make what's called brown butter bites. And you just take a stick of butter and you put it in a skillet, and basically what you do is you just slow brown it, put it on like a 2, and just stir it, and keep stirring it almost like you would a gravy, except you're just browning the butter, and you let it foam up and get really dark. Keep stirring it so it don't burn. And then you pour it into like a tray that'll be like, I don't know, 2 inches thick. And you pour it in there and put it in the fridge and let it freeze. And then you just break pieces off and eat it. And that's like your fat content. Because that's what makes your energy, is your fat content.
Right. Interesting.
Oh, Leslie, yeah, out of the can is great, but the first time I heard about putting them in a skillet was from Appalachia's Homestead with Dietary. And I've watched her, I've followed her ever since I've been on YouTube. And her and her husband both are on carnivore. He's lost 100 pounds.
Oh,
he's lost 100 pounds, and he's not on any more diabetic medication. So she put in one day, she was sauteing her sardines, and I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anyone do that. And I was like, I love sardines. I'm going to try this. And yep, you got to be careful. If you cook them too long, they'll start to pop. But they're so good with that lemon pepper.
I'll try it that way.
Do you like salmon?
Not really.
I love salmon. Love it.
And then I'll like shrimp sometimes, depending.
Love shrimp. They're high in protein too. They're good for you.
I think of like if I just want seafood, it's crab legs in the butter.
Yes.
Something about that butter.
Yeah, anytime we go, well, we haven't been out to eat. We used to go out to eat every week. And since we've been carnivore, we don't go out to eat. Like, I'll cook up when Larry goes out to work. I'll cook him up some sausage patties or chicken thighs, or always have something for him to where he can take it with him and just stop and eat, or whatever. So we saved a lot of money where that is concerned, but I eat a lot of ground beef and a lot of eggs because we have chickens. Therefore, we have eggs, fresh eggs.
I love eggs.
One egg.
Oh, can someone make a song about me with loving eggs? That would be
You
great.
want me to make you a song
About loving eggs.
about loving eggs? Okay. I don't know how to do it, but I'll try.
Kinds.
Oh, I love eggs, and we got to put in that song. We got to put in the song that 6 grams of protein in 1 egg.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. And you take in as much protein. Let's say if I want to be 130 pounds, then I take in up to 130 grams of protein a day, which is really hard to do.
Yeah. For certain.
Let me see something. Let me see. Oh, gosh.
I can handle some fish. I guess it's just how it's prepared. Like, I like fried fish. I think it's like whiting or something. It's like not fishy. I don't like the tilapia or tilapia, whatever it is. I don't like that one. But I think it's whiting, and cod isn't bad. But like I said, I like it fried for sure. And if catfish is fried properly and cleaned properly, that's good too.
Yeah, mine has there's a certain place here, Catfish Charlie's, I think, and they have what's called thin and crispy. Oh my God, girl. So good.
Yeah, that sounds good. I would like that. And I like to drizzle the fresh, because they usually give you like a lemon wedge or whatever. So I always like to drizzle that fresh lemon juice on it. That makes it so much better too. And it does help like with the fishy, if it has a fishy flavor, it kind of takes that away, you know what I mean?
I don't like the fishy flavor either.
That's why it's hard for me with fish. There's only certain ones I really care for. I mean, salmon's alright. I'll eat it here and there. It's just not like my go-to, you know what I mean?
I love cod. Yeah. Yeah, love God. So regardless, listen. Yeah, Indie Mom, I see it. What I'll say to that is that, what you guys were meaning were totally different from what we're talking about now. So if she wants to say that we're lying or twisting whatever, look, they're going to have their perception. It's no matter what we say or do, she's going to say whatever. And I just don't care. I don't care. However, I will respond. I will say what I want to say.
I fell off.
So, Ellen has made a post, and I don't know what she's talking about. Well, I did say something about her going back in her lives, but she says, I remember seeing Indy and Janelle drinking on their lives because I was watching at the time. Well, Ellen, I don't remember drinking on our live. What I do remember is going back after we had already drank at the restaurant.
Right.
We went back to the hotel and we started a live. And we had a live chat. We were not drinking during the live.
No.
Okay. We didn't continue to drink. We had one drink. So that's that. And I don't care. I don't know what you're talking about the Facebook stuff, and I didn't see that said. Because I was talking, obviously. We were never drinking on Facebook either, so I don't know. No, I mean, I think, it's not that we're making it bigger deal than it is. It seems like you did that, Ellen, whenever you made your post and brought up our names and your opinion as to whether or not Indy is relapsed or sober. Right? So,
And I'm
no,
just going to put this out there. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of my sobriety.
right. Exactly.
Judge me all you fucking want. But at least I'm nice enough to fucking say congratulations. And what do you have? 70 days? 100 days? But I still, out of the goodness of my heart, said, well, congratulations. That's a big step.
Yes, it is.
It really is. But
I
it
even
pisses
told her
me
that
off to
day.
keep dragging me in.
Yeah, and trying to point out a fault that's not even a fault. It's nonsense. Why?
Just a little bit ago, Tim looked at me and said, have you had any of that wine that guy gave us yet? I said, no, it's been in the fridge for what, 2 months, 3 months?
Uh-huh.
It's not been touched.
Well, I know, because y'all don't drink. I mean, that would be like wine sitting here. I wouldn't drink it.
Right.
I have no problem.
Peach something. It sounds good, but I just have no reason. And I mean, if I had my friend to sit down with me and sit outside and drink a glass of wine, yeah.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you don't have an issue with alcohol. That's what we're saying. We're not talking, I mean, I think.
I don't know. Judge if you want, is the way I look at it. Judge away.
Yeah.
I
well,
don't care.
Go ahead. Go ahead, because karma's the bitch. You know, I mean, you know, you want to sit there and, you know, cast judgment.
Well, first of
And
all, you don't see me in legal trouble.
no.
True
I
that.
pay my bills, all my shit's on time. I'm living a happy life. I have great friends. I could say a lot more because I'm a little heated at the moment.
I feel it, girlfriend.
I'm
Like
biting my
a
tongue big time.
Well, I mean, you know, it comes to a point where you just get tired of the shit.
Yeah, you do.
That we sit over here quiet, and now we come up and we say our how we feel, which we have every right to, don't we? That's what TH says. We have a right, right? It's my
We have
First
every
Amendment
right as
right,
long as we're not speaking on her kids, her religion, or her husband.
right? And I haven't done none of those.
No. And I
haven't
won't.
done them, and I haven't done it in the past either.
No.
So why was she speaking on us last night? Why is Ellen asking this question supposedly because we did it and Janelle did it? Well, what about Debbie on Xanax? What about other people being live? I can point out other people that she probably has no clue about that I know that drink while they are live. Sometimes
Right.
even pass out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what the hell? We're not drinking until we're drunk.
No.
Right. I think I got buzzed in my
I mean,
stomach.
yeah, we got a buzz. We were tipsy, but we weren't drunk. I could walk. I could function. I did a whole live.
Yep.
The other thing, I don't know where the whole Facebook thing got brought in. I think SG may have gotten confused because she did say something about Facebook. I don't remember
I
the
see. I
exact
didn't see
comment.
it. I didn't see it. You know how I am when I'm talking. Sometimes I lose the
Yeah, I
chat.
noticed she did say something about Facebook, but I don't care if somebody wants to go look at my Facebook. Yeah, there probably is a picture where I've drank, probably so, but I can count on my hand probably the times I've drank since my son passed away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something I do.
Well, it's never been my thing. You know, my thing, I smoke cigarettes and smoke marijuana. That's all. I've never had an addiction, you know? Have I tried
Cindy,
things? Yes. But it wasn't an addiction.
Cindy, do you have trouble with Ellen and Tiffany? Or do you guys get along? Or if you mind me asking? I know you get a lot of shade because of the kids and they call you a drunk and
Yeah, my thing is I don't look at anybody and sit there and say because they did this or that they relapsed or they're not sober because of, you know, I don't know how sober looks for everyone. You know, it's different. It is different for everyone. They have their own walk, their own journey, their own thing that they're battling. So if it's an addiction to you personally, then no. If alcohol is an addiction to you, then no, you should not drink. If pills are an addiction for you, that alcohol leads you into that addiction, then no, don't drink.
Right.
But if it doesn't, what is wrong with a drink every now and again? Granted, you don't drink until you know what I'm saying? Stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
We're talking about a drink, not a 6-pack or a fifth.
Exactly.
I mean, when I smoke weed, I load a bowl. I don't, I smoke that. I don't smoke the whole ounce. You see what I'm saying? People that are addicted, they don't just do 2 pills, they do 6.
Really? Shade thrown last night.
Mm.
Interesting.
Sorry to hear that. But that's how, that's kind of how, we have felt in this right here. Like it's shade, like, you're just throwing shade at us, like just trying to pick something. And it's like, damn, you know. So I'm sorry that I pissed in your post, hosties. I'm going to cook some food, y'all. I'm going to make up some sausages for Larry.
But I can say that I've never once been live and been drinking.
No.
And nothing about my Facebook has to do with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't see on my Facebook anything about me drinking on YouTube. I'm confused on that one.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta get going, but it was good chatting.
Yeah, it's getting late, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It was.
Well, thank you, Janelle.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you, Janelle.
I gotta get
Let's
done.
go.
Yes, thank you for letting me chat, and it was good chatting with y'all. Everyone
Anytime.
in the chat.
Love you, girl.
Bye.
Honda said sometimes a bitch needs to be dragged.
Honey, Honda, they wouldn't be able to handle the true dragon. Okay?
You know who I think ought to join panels someday?
Hey, G. Hola. Who's that?
Honda. She's a wild one now. She's feisty.
I know, honey. Honda, honey.
Honda be
Honda.
feisty.
Honda, mommy.
Hey, G.
Hey, G. I'm cooking. Okay, let me wash out my air fryer. Are we gonna get all these?
Honda, you get with me and we'll set up a day or something to go live, a night or something.
Yeah, girl. That would be so much fun.
Janelle didn't like that.
What's that?
He's saying wedding invitations will be sent soon.
To the troll? A troll came in here.
The funny part was Vic's the one that said in the chat that him and Janelle were getting married.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, finally you announced it?
It's so
all right,
funny.
Honda, it's a date, baby. Honda agreed to it, Mel.
All right, Honda. We'll get with you on in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hook up in Discord and talk about it. That would be fun, girl.
It would. Well, I honestly think I've said all I need to say right now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'll say what I'm not saying it in a mean way or anything like that. I'm just trying to point out that, if you want to keep bringing our name up, then we'll keep talking about what you're talking about. for.
Right. I mean, I don't think we're being mean about any of it. We're just responding to what's being said.
Hello?
Did you hear me?
It broke up.
Oh, I said I don't think we're being mean about anything. We're just responding to what they're saying and stuff. Now, yes, I did get a little heated over the whole sobriety thing, but I've worked hard for that
Yeah, you have. Yes, you have.
and stayed sober through losing a child. And I mean, I've been through things
Being
that
in
are
the hospital.
unimaginable for most people.
That's right. Going through a lot of pain, physical pain that you can't take anything for because you don't want to lose your sobriety.
So who has a right to fucking judge me after all that?
Nobody.
Well, apparently we got somebody that thinks she has a right.
Well,
And all I got to say is sit the fuck down.
yep. I mean, you can have your opinion, but that doesn't mean that you got to stand in judgment of other people that don't agree with your opinion.
Right.
And regardless of what she thinks, from the way she's saying it, is that y'all went over there and agreed with her and then get up on my panel and lie and say, no, you didn't. Relapse.
That's exactly the way she put it.
But like again, just like I saw that one day when she left that chat, went straight over and was doing the twisting in the line, I knew then.
Yeah. Yeah, she's mighty good at twisting shit and lying about shit.
Yeah.
Bestie's for a reason.
All this talk about accountability, and we've sit there and not said anything about children or nothing.
Mm-mm.
Tiffany did that on her own. She brought the kids into it. I've never said nothing about her kids. Now, if someone else has, then you need to say that and, take care of that with somebody else, because I didn't do it.
I think I responded to a comment when she put out one time, and I put, I did call him Z.
Well, that's still not,
But it was nothing like nasty. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, it looks like there's, the problem is that it's okay for them to sit and talk, but we can't. So,
right.
From what I gather, that's what we're supposed to do, but not going to happen.
Well, this can be done respectfully, or it doesn't have to be. I could care less anymore.
Yeah.
But I know I won't be on here screaming at the top of my lungs at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. while my family's trying to sleep or anything.
Yeah.
If we're going to discuss it, I know we can both do it calmly and rationally.
People get so angry just because you have an opinion, and they're making it bigger than what it is. No, you made it big. You're the one who opened the door for us to just walk right on in and have something to say, and you know it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know that you and I both have spent, 3 days? Not posting a single comment.
No.
Not being in any chats, typing.
Nope.
I was going to let it go until my name got brought up again.
Well, that's what they want. So, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
Ask and you shall receive. Keep on poking.
No, this bear got poked enough.
The only difference is we don't stand up here and bring everybody else's shit into it. We only talk to the people that we're actually talking to.
Right. There's no them or they either.
Mm-hmm. It's just craziness.
Well, I think I need to get off here and get something to eat. I've not eaten today, so I'm getting rather hungry.
Yeah. Well, you do that. I'm going to cook.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I know everybody's kind of cleared out, but...
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for sharing your opinions. And we thank you for the love and support from you guys. All of you. Thank you to everybody who sent super chats. That was amazing. So, we will get in touch with you. All right. Love you, sis.
Love you too. Bye, everybody. Love you. Everybody
Honey,
take care.